look back on this and laugh. What's the word? Do be careful with that. Aim well, my friend.
Getting some weird feedback on the comms. Dev, did you put your teacup on the broadcast switch again?
Looks like these fallen shanks are rerouting the signal.
Try dismantling one and taking a close look at the insides.
This core, it's acting as a kind of broadband amplifier. Their signal is blocking transmissions all across the dial.
That won't do. We need the airwaves to be clear if we're to reach those poor souls who fled the city.
There's a signal antenna nearby. I can use the core to try to find the source of whatever the Fallen are doing.
Why do you think they're trying to jam us, Dev?
They missed their opportunity to take over this area after our friend touched the shard.
And now they're too scared to fight us head-on. Typical Fallen.
Lost the connect. The Fallen are jamming us. I found the source. It's underground. Deep underground.
That figures. Fallen love dark places.
Especially with the Red Legion all over the Dead Zone.
This tunnel looks promising. Fallen banners. We're definitely on the right track. They're really built up down here. We need to remember this place after we retake the city, so we can clear it out for good.
Or we could let the Fallen have their creepy caves and not sacrifice more people.
With that shield down, I can finally get a read on the source. It's close. This is it. Hold them off, and I'll use that shank core to shut down the signal remotely. Just a little longer. Just before you took out that captain, I fried all their broadcast capabilities. No more jamming.
That means people will be coming to the farm from all over the planet. Once we get that last relay set up, we can reach out to the rest of the system.
Then we can start rallying Guardians to strike back against the Red Legion.
There will be plenty of time for both. For now, head back here when you can, you two. Ether drop incoming, Guardian. You've seen this before. I've spotted another Cabal mining expedition. Guardian, you know the drill.
Hang on long enough. This lander is ours.
Do as you see fit. I trust your methods.
Devrim, guess what? The Cabal lost everything. And I mean everything.
Yet another devastating blow to their morale. Brilliant.
The power in even this tiny piece. It's amazing. And to think it's been out here this whole time, just waiting.
Injection rig approaching, Guardian. You know what to do.
Let's do this.
Hit them where it hurts.
That's all the vents. Here we go.
say about you, Guardian. You do things big, and you do them with style.
Come now, speak your mind. I cannot afford to be distracted. I do hope you understand. In the militia, I quite enjoyed standing on the walls, looking out at the big wide world beyond. Never thought I'd actually be in that world, mind you. That's where Hawthorne and I differed. My dear Mark, I am toasty warm, I assure you.
perhaps. A barter is warranted. The world's changing, Guardian. You must prepare and adapt.
Is this a dead orbit, John?
Best cryptographers are never known by name, only by quality of their work. Remain vigilant, Guardian. We may never quite be as safe as we think.
Yes. Done. Let's check. You must.
What can I do for you, Guardian? Thanks for shopping Eververse, Guardian. Our inventory is stocked, so no rush. Just browsing. That's fine by me. We drove the Red Legion out. We'll do the same to whomever comes next.
Zavala's troops are already getting into position around the city. But they can't attack until we shut this thing down. We made it. We're on the Almighty.
Good. You must find the ship's central core and disable its weapon system. Your best option will be to follow the fuel stream.
The weapon's already active. Are we too late?
Not yet. You need to disconnect the link between the Almighty and the Sun before it disrupts the Sun's magnetic field.
And everything goes boom. What's good, YouTube? Sandman here. Let me make sure my volume's working. What's good, YouTube? Alright. I had to come on and say something. They nerfed my gun. They nerfed my favorite hand cannon, the fucking brand new Menage weapon. Look at this. This was always a one-shot headshot hand cannon. Like, I've never had any issues with that on heroics or none of that shit. This thing is weak as fuck now. What the hell's going on, man? Fucking auto target. They did though. I'm telling you right now. Like this thing was. Look at that. This thing was always a one-shot hand cannon. It is no longer a one-shot hand cannon. Why would they do that? Why would they nerf something they literally just gave us when there's so many other hand cannons in the game? I'm getting those one-shot because of Rampage. But that's crazy. They nerfed my fucking hand cannon. My favorite goddamn hand cannon. They nerfed it. There's no question in my mind. Like, I used this hand cannon last week when I first got it in my heroics and my strikes and everything, and I had no issue with one-shotting anything in the head. You know, any base level enemy. Now that it won't do that, that's absolute. They nerfed the goddamn hand cannon. That's crazy. Like, that makes it useless. Because if I gotta sit there and line up multiple shots, it's just too slow. There's no point in using it. The whole point of a hand cannon like this is get headshots. Wow. This is pretty nuts. I can't believe they would nerf this thing.
As fuel.
I knew there was an interior patch that got put on like a day or two ago. I had no clue what it actually did, but I know now it nerfed the goddamn Menage hand cannon that we just got. Like, that's fucking nuts, man. I mean, there's no point in this weapon now. My Ace of Spades will still one-shot everything. Like, what the fuck, man? You just ruined the best thing we had out of that. I gotta get rid of that grenade. That thing doesn't do shit. Unless the enemies have been buffed. Because I feel like they're taking quite a bit to take down now. Like, it's not as easy. Like, these little heroics have never really been much of an issue, so, like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they nerfed my... I mean, that was my favorite hand cannon, man. I'll have to check the Duke, but it sounds like I'm back to the Duke. Like... Jesus Christ. Like, this thing, I don't know. On PC, this Huckleberry is amazing. I've seen guys, like, even from distance, just planting. I have it fully masterworked and everything, and it's not stable at all. Like, this thing's all over the place. I don't know if that's just a PC to console type issue, but I mean, it still hits really hard, and it works really well. It's got Rampage, and it reloads and all that good stuff, but... It's just, it's not nowhere near as stable as what I'm seeing on, oh, come on, don't hide from me. That really makes me mad, man. They would nerf my favorite weapon. Like, what the hell,
Core tunnels
man?
are clear. We can follow the fuel to the weapon's core.
Damn. Like, damn.
Understood. Preparing to go radio silent. We can't give the Red Legion any more.
I mean, you know what? I want to make sure it's not, because it may just be that the enemies have been buffed. But what is that? It's a 140, right? Yeah, 140 hand cannon, high impact. Alright. Where's my ace? There it is. And the ace is a 140 high impact. Let's see if there's a difference. Because if there is, then we know it's the weapon that got nerfed. $140, yeah. So like they have the exact same impact, right? Just the ace has better range. Now, I'll have to get headshots, of course, but that really doesn't count because he was already damaged. There we go. Yeah, they nerfed my fucking hand cannon. What a piece of shit, man. Why would you nerf a brand new damn hand cannon that we just got? And the first thing they're gonna do, nerf the shit out of it. This thing hits a whole lot harder now. I guess it's back to the ace. The ace, and I'll have to check my Duke later, but that really sucks, man. I really liked that hand cannon. I got a god roll on it. Or at least what I consider a really good roll.
So, the only way to get
That's bullshit, man. That is bullshit.
Stay in the shadows.
Like, what the? That just makes me so angry, like, that they would do that. Come on. Fuck, man. Having problems aiming today, too. Like, I feel like my shit's all over the place. I don't know, maybe by hitting a playable 730, the game buffed to me or something. I mean, I know I hit one at 720. I didn't expect to hit another one until like 740, but maybe I'm wrong about when that happens. Come on, don't hide, man. Son of a bitch. And the minute I come out, he comes out. Fuck. That really blows, man. That really blows that they freaking nerfed the Offspringer or whatever it is. Like, I had to check to make sure, but yeah, there's no question in my mind now, because, yeah. And this thing doesn't even have Rampage, so it's not like, oh, you gotta kill and then it was doing it. I mean, it does have the higher damage perk. I need to check if it'll do it. Actually, I need to check if it'll do it without that higher damage perk. Get rid of these rounds. I guess I probably should have killed him. Oh, come on. Alright, this is without the higher damage rounds. Yeah, they nerfed it. They nerfed the brand new hand cannon. Son of a bitch, man. That's... Because it makes it useless. Like, why the hell would you use a hand cannon if you can't one-shot base ads in the head? Like, that's the entire point. Like, hand cannons, slower rate of fire, and like... Oh, hell. Like, just all the advantages you lose because of using a hand cannon. What the hell, man? Dude, what the fuck? I can't... Oh. I was like, what the hell? I'm up here. I can't get up. Oh, come on, man. Fucking dodging my shit. I'm kind of like... I'm pissed now. Like, that was my new favorite hand cannon. Now it's useless. Thanks a lot, Bungie. Thanks a lot. Do you even think before you do this shit? fuck, man? I feel like some of these rounds just are not hitting. Like, dude, like, come on. What? The hell is going on here? Like, what? What did they do, man?
Hey, Hawthorne says we're reaching our insertion point, and I'm not big on good.
I mean, there's no question in my mind that they nerfed that hand cannon. The question is, what else did they do?
Make it out alive, okay? I need someone who gets my jokes.
This is kind of, I don't know, it's very downing, like when you fall in love with a weapon and you're like, oh my god, like this is the most amazing weapon I've had so far. And then like a couple days later, it's not usable anymore because they put some stupid fucking nerf on it. Like, I don't get it. Why would they nerf that too? It wasn't like overpowered or anything. Unless it was a PvP thing and us PvE guys are paying for it. Oh, that really makes me mad, man. That really makes me mad. Like... Damn it, man.
Interceptors. Like they're begging us to blow this place up.
Oh, I don't want to do this vehicle crap. Damn it. I forgot this was part of this mission. Like, really? Come on. I don't know, maybe it's the, well, no, because the Ace of Spades wouldn't be working as well if it wasn't just a hand cannon nerf. But I do feel like the enemies have gotten another buff, and I'm sure that's because I hit, you know, usable 730 or whatever, but...
Wow.
I don't know, I don't get it. Like, every time I level up, I feel like I become weaker. And that just seems really opposite of where we should be here. I'm starting to wonder, like, why am I doing this every week? And like, I'm starting to remind myself of like why I stopped playing Destiny for a really long time. It's because when Forsaken first came out, we got that big power jump from like, I don't even remember what it was like 350 or something like that, up to 500 or 550 or whatever it was. And like, nothing changed. Like, it wasn't an actual power jump. Like, it was just like bullshit numbers that just didn't matter. And then the resilience videos came out where people were showing that like the difference between 1 and 9 resilience is like literally a shot or two, like it's just garbage.
That's 2. Last one should be ventilated.
And so here we are now, like closing in on 750, and yeah, I feel like there's just been no point to any of this if I'm just getting weaker and weaker. The game just keeps, it's not that you get weaker so much, the game itself just scales, and you're just, there's no point. Like, I get it if I was facing harder content, like you need the leveling to face harder content, but it doesn't make any sense to me for the rest of the game to scale with you. Like, the base game shouldn't be scaling with me. I don't know, it's weird to me. Even those guys, man, I used to one-tap those things like it was nothing with these gunner ships or whatever, and now it's taking like 2 to 3 hits to take one down. Kinda nuts. This is why Division needs to get its shit together, because the whole reason like that we loved Division over Destiny is because in Division, well, Division 1 anyways, as you leveled up and like actually got better gear and higher stats and all that, it did make you stronger. Like you could actually outdo the game. And that was the whole point. That's what you were grinding for. And here with Destiny, I just feel like they keep nerfing everything that I actually like to use, and then on top of that, the higher power I get, the weaker I feel. Like I don't get what the point is. I really don't. I don't know. I'm very close to like walking away again. I get it. Some people like this. Like that's what they want. They want it to always be a challenge like that. I say pick your challenge. Like the harder content should be challenging. But if you're like crazy high level, then going into like some base level mission that you've been doing forever that's supposed to be 400 light below what you are, you should just dominate that shit. Like it should be your payoff. Like you did all that work and now look, you're so much stronger. Like that's the point. I don't know. I'm really angry about that. I can't believe they nerfed that. That's pretty sad. You know, I think I'm gonna do a little video on it because that's really pisses me off.